right, good morning. It's been a while since I made a video. We had people visiting and some people working in here. So I was spending a lot of the time I would usually do this. I was doing it either visiting with them or helping out. So I'm gonna also make this one short because my wife needs to go to a, a special volunteer event that she's going to take care of. But uh, I can't remember what we talked about last time, but I know this is something we haven't talked about in a while. I was going to talk a little bit about regulation, the property of government, and I'm going to say associations to validate or support things. Now, of course, I'm talking about AI, but first, let me tell you the story of one of my previous companies I worked at. We used to we had GPS tracking devices on cars and trucks and vehicles, and we created we had requests to create uh, reports on the people using the vehicles. When we created these reports, they would say things like, fast acceleration, a lot of braking, um, speeding through speed zones and stuff like that. So it had a lot of information about the driver, and we could create a grade based on the other vehicles in the fleet. And come to find out that the companies were using it to get rid of people, and they it was a nice way of saying, you know, if it was up to me, I would keep you, but the bosses are seeing your report card here, and the report card was bad, so they said we gotta let you go. Back then, the GPS tracking devices weren't great. They weren't bad, but they weren't great. And we told them, it's more of an informational thing. You shouldn't use it as an absolute. I don't think they cared. I think they really just wanted to not, they want a boogeyman to say, "Oh, don't you lick me." Trying to train him not to lick. Not going great, but it seems to work out sometimes. So I also, so that's my personal experience. Uh, I've also read about uh, teachers that have been graded on performance of their classes, and they had to dig in to find out that the algorithm was not taking into account the challenges of the children they were actually teaching, what they had to deal with as far as the students. So we're talking a lot about regulation of AI, and one of the things that I think would be beneficial with AI is to uh, keep it from being the boogeyman or being the uh, algorithm that defines how well you, uh, whether you keep your job, whether you lose your job, whether you get put on an improvement program or what happened. That kind of regulation probably would be good because we were open with how we did our report card stuff. But a lot of these other ones, like that one I mentioned about the teacher, that report card stuff was considered a classified, or not classified, but a special. Uh, I got to get this ball. Okay, I got the ball. Anyways, it was considered secret for the company. They didn't disclose how they analyzed the performance of the teachers. Those kind of things should be open. They should be available. But you get into this thing that a lot of private companies can keep those things private, but they can have a devastating effect on you, me, and anybody else. We know how to game the system uh, when we know the rules. And sometimes we get abused by the system because we don't know the rules. So let's keep all that. It's going to be interesting. California, I know, is doing a lot of new rules to for AI. Europe has done probably the most rules for AI right now, and it's going to be interesting to see how much we can learn. Because I'm after hearing some of these guys, they may not know a lot of what's going on inside the AI as far as the algorithm's concerned. The training material can sometimes be the key factor, and it's hard to analyze. I mean, we look at Google had some horrendous responses to their trainings. They've done very poorly, and so, I would imagine, given what I've seen, it has more to do with their training data than it does their technical prowess with the algorithms and the other stuff. And Luna's right in the camera. Okay, that was Luna walking the camera there. So we got interesting times ahead, and that's probably one of the things we need to learn the most about is how the algorithm is judging or aiding us with its analytics. But we might not be able to tell. We will see. Right, Luna? Okay. That was it. That was short. And I'll talk to you guys later.